And we're on. Hey guys, good afternoon. Welcome to the Game of Nerds. This is the Mando Clan. This is the first time that we are doing this, so welcome. Thanks for being here with us. We're going to go around the group and just kind of say who we are if you haven't heard from us before. I'm Nico. This is...
And I'm Tyler.
And I'm Marcos.
All right, and we're the Mando Clan. Started calling ourselves the Mando Clan because we're the only ones on the Game of Nerds who really love Star Wars and are crazy about Star Wars, and we love Boba Fett. So we're just going to kind of tell you guys about ourselves real quick and why we love Star Wars and what started it for us. Marcos, you want to go first?
Yeah, sure. I actually got into Star Wars, believe it or not, because of the prequels. Because I've seen them with my brother, and they're so terrible, but he told me, no, the older ones are a lot better. So I kind of went backwards from the prequel to the original trilogy.
Okay.
And I fell in love with the whole concept of Star Wars, and like their impact on like special effects too.
Okay. All right. What about you, Tyler?
Star Wars means everything to me, I think. Like, everything. I was like 5 years old, couldn't sleep, walked downstairs, parents were watching Empire Strikes Back, everything changed. 5 years later, went to Skywalker Ranch at 10 years old, and I don't know, everything about it, I love it.
Okay. All right. Well, I would say it started for me when I was, I want to say about 8, 9 years old. My grandpa showed me Return of the Jedi, and that's where it just got it going for me.
That was the first one I ever saw, was Jedi. First one.
Well, from there, it snowballed into reading books, because I've always loved reading books. So from there, as of a few years ago, I probably read about 90% of the book universe. Everything. Like, I've always loved the books. So everything in the expanded universe, I've pretty much read for the most part, except for all the Clone War era kind of books. So I love the books. That's always been a huge thing for me too. So, and I always love geeking out about Star Wars and making people go like, "What the hell's wrong with you, dude?"
And now all the books don't matter anymore, unfortunately.
Yeah, it got kicked out. The whole universe.
Apparently, Aftermath came out last night, so I'm probably gonna read it.
Yeah, I was actually reading an article on Facebook right now about that, and it looks interesting. Looks really cool, but I'm frustrated. I'm frustrated that after 30 years of books and everything that we know, it's like, no, throw it out the window. We don't care about you anymore. I don't know.
I'm sure they're still can like pull stuff from the books.
What was that?
I'm sure they can pull stuff from the books, so they kind of had to. Come on, it's like free source material. Yeah. I'm sure they'll engrave it somehow into new films.
I don't know. What do you think, Tyler? From what I've heard, everything's new. I don't even think they're using it.
Well, what's her name is giving an excuse to rewrite everything. Like, I understand that this book's supposed to be canon, Battlefront's supposed to be canon, like all that stuff. So, it's one of those things where you're either gonna love it, you're gonna hate it. We're gonna have to adapt to it anyway. But it doesn't mean that we can choose to follow this storyline that they're building, or we can choose to stay on the other side. I'm gonna walk right in the middle.
To be honest, I think it's the only way to do it. Because as we've kind of established, we grew up with this. We grew up knowing what this knowledge was. So now having this thrown in our face, for example, like my son loves Star Wars. He's getting into Star Wars so much, but his experience is kind of like the Clone War era, right? So now as he's going to grow up with The Force Awakens and everything that comes after it. So it's easier for the younger generations as opposed to us, per se, who we've been embedded with this knowledge of the past 30 years.
Yeah, look at us though. Like when we were kids, though, it was the same thing when the prequels came out. Unfortunately, we got a really shitty hand on that. But at the same time, though, that was still. I never would have thought in a million years I'd get another trilogy in my lifetime. I never would have thought I would, because obviously it was like, oh, they're going to do the prequels and that's going to be it. And then so now these younger kids get a trilogy, and we get 2 or 3 or however many they decide to do.
Right. Well, and, in some ways, like some people said that the prequel trilogy was terrible. George Lucas did a terrible job. They never should have done it. Blah 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 blah. The whole Clone Wars, comics and everything like that. They just thought it was bad. And so, yeah, I'll agree with you. I thought that we would never see any more Star Wars movies. So for us to be getting another Battlefront game, which, by the way, I love, for us to be getting, all these anthology films, these 3 new films, there's a lot of wealth coming our way. So it's cool. Again, I will always feel gypped because of the expanded universe not being canon anymore. So,
yeah, it's true.
I don't know, Marcos, what do you think? You're being quiet over there, bro.
For me, to be honest with you, it's kind of like it's bittersweet though, because it gives the writers leeway to do whatever they want with the new films. I feel like when you tie a film saga to pre-existing books and like comics and source materials, you kind of tie the writers' hands down for a little bit. Like here's an example: Agents of Shield. They can only do so much without it, affecting the movies.
Right. Well, to bring a flip side up on that, if you look at Game of Thrones is a really good example because in the last couple seasons, the writers of Game of Thrones have changed things in ways that the book readers haven't dealt with yet. So they're throwing new stuff out there, stuff that never happened in the books. So it's like, in a sense, they could have done that with Star Wars as a whole. They had 30 years of books that they could have kind of messed around with and still kept similar stuff and not compromised the big main stuff. So I just feel like they thought it was too much work, so they decided to say, hey, F it, we're throwing it out the window.
I do see though why they needed to do that though, like in on the one side, because you can't really do the Heir to the Empire and the Thrawn trilogy 30 years later when it takes place literally a few months after.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
You can't do it. But you could have done a Jedi Academy because you could have done something like that. Yeah. And you could have done.
Well,
what
they could have done, they could have done like a whole a Star Trek Beyond thing, like an alternate timeline.
Yeah, they could have done that too.
You mess up the whole timeline. Yeah, 'cause it is in space and it's sci-fi, so yeah, it's possible.
And it would have worked better than that pile of crap Terminator Genesis.
Oh God, I paid to see that. I don't know why.
I did on Putlocker, so sue me. I'm not paying for
that. Okay, well, let's move on. First off, before we go any further, for those of us joining us who are new, and this is your first time ever hearing about the Game of Nerds, you can find us at thegameofnerds.com. So make sure to check us out after this. You can also find us on our YouTube page, The Game of Nerds, where you can rewatch this again in all of our glory. So now that we got that out of the way, let's go on to Star Wars Land. This is a new thing that we just heard about recently. So you guys, give me your opinions. What do you think? Besides
Cantina.
I would love to have an official cantina. That would be amazing. Like I've been talking to Tyler about, because I guess there's a Star Wars bar in San Jose, right?
Yeah, there is.
I want my Corellian whiskey. I want it. I've always wanted Corellian whiskey. Like, who doesn't want spiced whiskey? We've all heard about it. It's Han's favorite. Let's get it. Let's get this license, please.
And you haven't lived till you spiked blue milk, man.
Really? How is blue milk? I need to taste that. I need to have some of that right now.
Honestly, all it is milk with food coloring. But it doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter.
Wait. So blue milk doesn't even have alcohol in it?
Well, it does at bar. Like if you had a steamed bar and stuff like that, because they put like booze in it. I don't even know what it is, but like the thing is though, blue milk is what like they drink on Tatooine, and like that's literally what it is.
No, I know what it is in the universe. I just meant in real life, in this moment, if I were to drive down San Jose right now, would I get toasted?
Milk.
They're gonna throw some tequila in there or something. I mean, you can put whatever you want.
Okay,
I like
that
it.
makes more sense.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
anyways, Star Wars Land. Give me the details. What do you guys think? Do you guys even know where it's supposed to be at?
Yeah, yes, I do. They're supposed to be actually taking Toontown out.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
That's what they're supposed. That's what I heard that they're supposed to be doing. Is taking Toontown out.
Okay. So is it only going to be at Disneyland?
No, it's going to be at Disney World too.
Okay. So it's going to be.
Okay.
Do you know what?
So it'd be two.
Do you know which
two locations then?
Go ahead, Marcos.
Wait. My opinion, I feel like it's too soon. I know what that sounds like. I know, but I feel Star Wars Land is a bit too soon.
They're not breaking ground until 2017 though.
Oh yeah, but still, I feel like they should wait for the trilogy to be done with, like episode 9, then bring out Star Wars Land.
Yeah.
That's my opinion.
Yeah.
Well, okay. Here's what I think on it. I think Disney's riding the coattails, and they're creating the coattails of Star Wars all at the same time because they know how popular Star Wars is and how much attention you can garner just for mentioning Star Wars. You know, nerds come out of the woodwork. And then on top of, like you said before, Marcos, you have all the younger generation who might kind of know about it or are starting to learn about it. So, yeah, from the eyes of a businessman, why not make a park about it? Why not make anthology films and this and that? You know, let's start making cantinas on every corner. You know, like Disney has the money to do it, and because of that, they have nothing to lose. But honestly, what do you have to lose by pouring money into a park? I mean, people are going to come. You know they are.
Oh yeah.
So
The thing is, will it have Disney dollars or will it have like Star Wars currency?
That's a good question.
What Republican?
I know. I mean, I feel like
What Republican credit?
to keep with that whole world, you need to have the kind of currency.
Well, let's see. What part of sorry to sidetrack, but what part of Disney is Toontown? Remind me.
That's like behind it. It's directly like in the back.
Over by it's a small world, right?
Yeah, because they won't get rid of that, obviously, but I don't want them to mess with Tomorrowland, so I'm glad that they're doing it like way back there and getting. I mean, I don't really give a shit about Toontown. I mean, yeah.
But speaking of Tomorrowland, do you think like in 25 years we'll have a film called Star Wars Land, where they all come alive at night?
That would be pretty terrible.
Yeah, because the thing is, though, is in Disney World they have so much extra space that they're just gonna build it. They don't have to tear anything down. Disneyland is constricted, so they gotta be able to do it.
Okay, I haven't been to Toontown in 12 years, I think, and from what I remember, Toontown isn't very big, so unless they're going to expand somewhere else in the park to really make room to add on at Toontown, I don't think it's going to be very big.
It's not supposed to be giant, I don't think. I think they're supposed to put like a life-size Millennium Falcon, like a cantina, like the Toontown's decent sized, like it's okay. So I think that I think the Disney World one's going to be bigger.
Okay.
You think it's going to be like a small size just for the first couple of years before they really start to expand it?
Yeah, I think they'll expand it over time. Because they can get rid of like a bunch of parking space in the back and just keep on expanding it as they go. I would prefer them to do that than get rid of Tomorrowland or something like that.
Well, have you guys actually looked to see what rides we're getting at Star Wars Land?
We don't know. There literally is nothing.
Okay.
They have, yeah.
So.
All they announced it's a life-size Millennium Falcon.
Wait, they're making him a life-size Millennium Falcon?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I know
what
that
they
for
said.
sure.
Oh my god. Dude. That would be absolutely amazing. I'd probably crap my pants.
And they'll probably have like Ewok tree houses and stuff like that, and they'll like a little indoor theme in the corner.
Dude, I think. Oh my god, I can only imagine the attendance.
¿Cuánto trabajaste?
Sorry, guys, 1 second.
Okay, a las 2. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, it's my mom.
No,
I
you're
still
good.
at home.
No, I can. Hola, ¿cómo estás?
Bien, ¿cómo estás?
Muy bueno, gracias.
Okay.
Okay. So,
Okay. Wait, so sorry, what were we on again?
we were talking about. No, what I was going to say was, I can only imagine the attendance spikes that are going to happen after Star Wars Lands opens. I mean, Disneyland is already crazy enough as it is on the weekdays. Imagine weekdays with Star Wars Land open. I mean, you're gonna have tons of adults going there. I mean, I follow the kids. There's gonna be tons of adults.
Yeah.
Okay, imagine the holiday weekends. Oh God.
Dude,
And the thing is, we're only like Nico. Like you're what? You're like 2 hours away from me, so it's 8 hours for you to LA. It's 6 hours for me, and then it's like an extra 30, 40 minutes to get to Anaheim. So it's about. But easy, whereas Marcos is just stuck right in the damn middle. So you have a choice. You have a choice. You can either go to either or.
True.
Yeah,
I'll flip a coin.
I would definitely go to Walt Disney World if I were you. I definitely wouldn't go to Disneyland. I mean, Disneyland's cool, but if you had to choose between
It's Disney World. It's the world there. That's true.
It's just it's. But the thing is too at Disneyland though is Disneyland, Disney World doesn't get like D23 where we saw like the new Force Awakens stuff. So.
Yeah, that is true.
Okay.
That is.
Yeah. So now that you bring up D23, why don't we talk about that? Talk about all the stuff that came out of D23.
What did they do? Well, they didn't really give any.
Reveal some pictures and like some suits.
Yeah.
Well,
That's pretty. We didn't get any video footage.
Yeah. Oh, you're right. The new 15-second teaser came after D23, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was an Instagram. It was an Instagram video, and it only had an extra like 4 seconds, which was Finn. That was it.
Right. Which brings us to a cool thing: Finn with the lightsaber.
Now here's my theory on that. I think that fight's gonna be one-sided because I don't think Finn is a Jedi, and I don't think Kylo Ren is a Sith Lord.
He's not.
Now hear me out. I think that all like the original Sith Lords were killed off in Return of the Jedi. So from now on, anything that a new, I guess, villain learns from the dark side is in the traditional sense of Sith Lord. And also same thing with Jedis. It's not the classic sense of being trained that way. So I don't think the words like Jedi and Sith will be passed on to the new apprentice because it's not the same way they learn stuff. And it's been 30 years, so it's different. The way of fighting and also controlling the Force had to evolve eventually.
Well, did you see that they said that Kylo Ren built his own lightsaber and it looks like shit because he's not skilled in the arts of being able to do it. So that shows you that he's not like. He's either because he's if you think about it, he's kind of like a mercenary.
I think he's a fanboy of the Sith.
Well, okay. Go ahead.
I think he's just a big fanboy of the dark side. He's not a Sith Lord.
Well, what I heard is, okay, I'm not even going to try and guess the names, but the captain... Oh, God, why can't I think...
What, Captain Phasma?
Yes. I want to say, because I keep up with Entertainment Weekly, and like every week they're talking about J.J. Abrams and different kind of stuff, and they were talking about how Kylo Ren isn't a Sith Lord, but he might be following something to do with Captain Phasma? Sorry, I'm butchering that.
Yeah, he works for somebody else. He doesn't work for the First Order.
Yeah. So it kind of reminds me of how Darth Maul was, except Darth Maul was kind of like the Order of Two thing. So I don't know. And then, but here's the thing too: the rule of two, was that canon or was that established in the books after?
God, I can't remember. I think it was always in the movie, or it was in the prequels, obviously. But God, I
Oh,
can't
okay.
remember.
No, if it's in the prequels, then it's canon.
Yeah.
I just okay. So so they did say that. All right. Well, I don't know then.
Well, as much
But
as,
And
as much
also,
as much as I hate it, the Phantom Menace, they do say it.
okay.
yeah. And
Okay.
also, is Captain Phasma is the character? Has it been confirmed that it's a female character?
Yeah, it's
'Cause I
Lady
know the
Brave.
actress is. It's the actress.
Yeah.
But I mean,
Yeah.
is the character itself a female character?
Yes, because they actually on Force Friday they announced it. Well, they obviously released all those toys, and they actually like had a Captain Phasma where you could push a button and it would do sound clips, and it's her.
Mhm.
So
Oh,
it's
okay.
yeah, it sounds very much like her. So the thing is though, I don't think you're ever going to see her without the helmet on.
Oh, okay. Okay. So kind of like a
do
Boba
we
Fett situation.
have, do we have any word on who she is or what role she's playing in the Orders?
She's
I
literally
think she's a
like
hired gun.
yeah, she's like the captain for the First Order. Like that's why she's a Chrome Trooper. She's not your standard white or black or different colored armor.
Okay. Well, okay. So going back to the teaser with Finn. So do we think he's a Jedi or not?
I don't think so.
I mean,
No,
There's no way he trained in one movie.
yeah,
Well-
exactly. Yeah.
here's the thing I was thinking. Okay, so you got hit in. Remember the very first trailer that we ever got was him in his Stormtrooper outfit. So my theory is, he was a Stormtrooper, kind of like a Han Solo type of thing, where he used to be in the Empire and then he got out of it, right? I want to say Finn's going to be the same type of way, but I'm sure he is a Force user, and that's when he meets up with
Right.
Daisy Ridley, and then that's when the storyline evolves to him being a Jedi eventually. So where he gets lightsaber though is the question, because I mean I don't know.
Yeah, but whose lightsaber is that? That's the thing.
I think it's Luke Skywalker's lightsaber, or he built them one.
Well, that too, but I mean, when that lightsaber got passed off in the trailer, that looked a lot like Anakin's.
Oh, yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, it looks a lot
Think
like
so?
Anakin. Yeah, because what I heard random stories that they go search for that lightsaber.
Really?
Anakin? Okay.
Yeah, that's what I heard. But yeah, if you look at it, it looks almost exactly like it, because it's obviously not Luke's, because Luke's green one looks a lot different than that.
Right.
True. He lost Anakin's original lightsaber during Empire Strikes Back, right?
Yeah, he loses it in Cloud City when he gets his hand cut off.
Okay.
But the thing is, what I think is, it got thrown in like a garbage chute and got thrown onto Jakku, and somebody found it. And that's where I think that, like, when they're passing it off, I think that's Leia's hand that they're giving it to.
You think so? Huh.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Okay.
there's 10 million theories on it, but
Well, I mean, the cool thing is going back to what we said about the expanding universe and then not following that. You're able to do all these theories and everything's so tight knit and secrecy that you're gonna have all these millions and millions and millions of theories until it actually happens, and then it'll probably be something so far fetched that you're like, what the hell?
yeah.
But yeah, oh shoot. Okay.
Speaking of Leia, do you think she'll be more force sensitive in like these new trilogies?
I don't think so. I think they're gonna cut that. I know it. She from the picture that I saw, like from the reel, it looks like she's like very high up in the rebellion, or the resistance now.
Oh, okay.
I think she's very, very high up. Like she's running it.
So, Okay, you just said something that I didn't know about. So you said the Resistance. That means is the Empire still going?
No, the Empire's the First Order now, and the Rebels are now called the Resistance. Same logo, same everything, but it was changed.
Okay, so everything got changed. But, okay, so the First Order is still going then. They're still.
Well, the Galactic Empire, like, I mean, because a lot of people go, oh, you know, all those people go, oh, well, they blew up the Death Star. Yeah, that's in like a little section of the galaxy. You know, the Galactic Empire is still everywhere, but their higher ups were killed, so they had to rebuild, and it took them, you know, however long to do it, and so now they're under this thing called the First Order, which is, I believe, the same logo and everything. It's just named different.
Yeah. Well, that's what
their belief system is the same though.
I think so, or I mean, who knows at this point?
I don't know. That's interesting to me, just because. Okay, so 30 years later, it's still there. So that means for close to what, 60 years now, the Empire's been going.
It's been running, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, because in the expanded universe, I mean, there were still pockets of the Empire here and there, right? But, I mean, throughout the series in the beginning, though, it was pretty much Luke always going different places and taking them down. And then eventually 30 years, you know, after the events of Return of the Jedi, the Empire was gone virtually. So it's interesting to me that 30 years later, in this timeline, it's still going strong.
Yeah, I don't even think it's going strong. I think, you know, that they needed to rebuild, and I think slowly but surely it's, you know, because, I mean, they still have Stormtroopers, they still have Snow Troopers. I mean, you know, it's still there, but just the armor's updated over time.
Right.
And personally, in my opinion, I think the Stormtrooper costumes look way cooler than the originals, to be honest.
But the thing is, like, where are they getting like their I guess like means, like their money and like
funding?
Their like funding.
I have no clue, to be honest. Like, that's something that, like, you know, because J.J. Abrams hasn't given us a summary of what the story is about, and quite frankly, to be honest, I don't want to know. I want to go into it as blind as possible.
Well, I think that's what's going to literally happen. I pretty much think that we might get maybe at most, I want to say, honestly, what I bet you they do is they give us one full trailer that doesn't tell us shit over the next couple months, maybe a couple more teasers, but probably I'd be surprised if we get 2 full trailers. Like, I'm sure we'll get 1 full trailer before Christmas, and then that's when you're going to find out everything, is when you go see the movie. I mean, because look at how he did Star Trek, how he kept saying, no, it's not Khan, no, it's not Khan, no, it's not Khan, and then, of course, it was Khan. But even the whole time on, like, IMDb, the guy who was supposed to be Khan was labeled as something else. So he likes his secrecy, and, I mean, rightly so. Star Wars deserved to be wrapped in secrecy, but it sucks sometimes because you want to know everything, but then you don't.
Yeah.
I don't know. What do you think, Marcos?
I feel that there's another like layer to it that we have no idea about. I feel there's more of it. I feel that we know like the skeleton of it, but I feel he's hiding so much more because we know nothing about Empire. Who's like the new like the real big villain, played by Andy Serkis.
He's the one that Kylo Ren.
Empire General.
Yeah, he's the one that works for Kylo.
Yeah, I feel
Ren.
that we find out that he's like the puppet master, like he's their universe Thanos.
Okay. I get you. Well, Kylo Ren works for that guy. He does. It's not the other way around, right, Tyler?
Kylo Ren works for Andy Serkis' character.
Okay, yeah.
Which is apparently going to be like some like he's the one that's talking in that first trailer. Andy Serkis' character. Yeah, he's the one that's talking apparently, and he's going to be a giant CGI character. And I don't even know what the hell Tom Baker's going to do because he's supposed to be in it too.
Oh yeah, that's true. He'll probably be some like really random cameo like he did in Dungeons and Dragons.
Well, yeah. Apparently he's gonna be a CGI. Like apparently, there's a lot of CGI, but there's not a lot. Like some of the characters are CGI, but they have a lot of puppets and stuff like that too. I know JJ wanted to keep it as authentic as possible.
And that's one really cool thing I gotta give props to JJ for is doing that, because with the prequel trilogies, I feel like it really relied heavily on the green screen, on just everything but actual props and actual things. So to actually have that again is awesome.
Well, the thing is too is Revenge of the Sith was the first movie to ever be shot in IMAX.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I just remember how very much fake it was, and it feels like he's bringing back realism, which is nice.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I felt that like him and Disney learned a lot from the prequel trilogy.
Yeah. I mean, everybody gives crap to the prequel trilogy, and rightly so. They did a lot of things wrong. One of them mainly being Jar Jar Binks, but
oh my God! Did you hear that Michael Jackson almost played Jar Jar Binks?
I don't know how I feel about that.
That would have been so much more weird and bizarre, in my opinion.
I don't know how I feel about that.
That would have been too much.
That's some heavy shit right there. To be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's too much. It's too much. Oh God.
But. No, the one positive thing about the prequel trilogy it was that, I mean, it kind of did the same thing that The Force Awakens is doing to the younger generation, bringing in younger people again, trying to like keep the circle going, because you have all the people who are younger who grew up with the old movies, who they grew up, had kids, and then their kids saw the prequels, and they grew up, and now like my son is into Star Wars. So, I mean, they're keeping the circle going, and the cool thing about the prequel trilogy was all the info they gave on, like, Anakin, how he came to be, that kind of thing. So, or, even how the twins were born, and so it's cool. I mean, it still sucks, but it's cool.
We were talking about this last night, because when we were all at the bar, and then I went back to my band's practice space, and a bunch of my friends that are in different bands, are all big Star Wars fans. We were talking about, we're like, dude, the worst, most devastating thing that I've ever seen in my life is watching Anakin not slay those younglings. Like, you don't see it happen.
Right.
But I remember sitting in the theater when I was like 16 and just watching this, like the last 30 minutes of that movie, and just going, man, this is some dark shit.
Hey, real quick. I want to interrupt you real quick. I just want to give a shout out to Shannon. She's watching us right now.
She sent me a text too.
So hi Shannon, nice to see you. You should be at WizardCon. I don't know why you're watching this, but thank you. We appreciate your presence.
That's because we're all poor and we couldn't go.
Yeah. Well, yeah, more or less.
Marcos is far away, and he's a poor college student, So hey.
Yeah.
No,
I'm going to Riot Fest next weekend, so yeah.
When we do, because Steve Jobs and Steve Wozniak and Stan Lee are doing Bay Area Comic-Con, so like it's gonna be some like crazy stuff. I'm gonna fly your ass out here, so you can go to that.
Wait, to which one?
Bay Area Comic-Con. It's supposed to compete with San Diego Comic-Con.
Really? And when is that?
They haven't picked a date yet for it, but we'll probably see it in the next year or two.
Dude, that will be epic. That will be awesome. Okay, well, want to give a shout out again to Shannon, just in case you missed it. Hi, Shannon. Thanks for joining us. We appreciate it. But, okay, so, theories. You guys got any theories about the movies in general?
Yes. Okay. My theory is like batshit crazy, though, but hear me out, right? Okay. So I think after The Force Awakens, we won't see Han Solo, Luke Skywalker, and Leia anymore. I feel like that's like their son off. I'm sure Han will die. I think Luke will go back to hiding into whatever he does. I think he'll be like Spock to the Star Trek film. He'll appear briefly throughout the series, though, but for like 30 seconds at a time.
Why? Why would you do that to us? Why would you even say Han should die? Dude, you're refuge.
Think about it. Throughout his entire career post Star Wars, he always says, "Yeah, I wish I died." That's what he wants. I believe it that he would have not agreed to the film unless Abrams promises, yeah, you'll die epically. Okay, I'll do it. That's what he wants. He wants Han Solo to die. That's all he wants.
I don't know. It's like it's. I think it's going to be like an Obi-Wan Kenobi situation. I think we're going to see Luke die.
Really?
I think at some point, yeah, and then it's going to be like literally the exact same thing. Like went out just like. The thing is though yeah, I think he's going to go out like Obi-Wan did.
Okay. Well,
Okay.
oh God.
Which obviously I don't want, obviously, but.
Nobody does.
So I was looking the other day at an interview with JJ, and JJ was saying he didn't want to do Star Wars. When they came to him, they were like, "Hey, so how do you feel about this? Will you please do it?" You know, because he rebooted Star Trek, and they're like, "We want you to do it to Star Wars," and he was like, "Hell no, I'm not touching that. Don't want anything to do with it." And then the question they posed to him made him do it. You know, it made him like think up all night like about it, and then he was like, "Okay, I'm gonna do it." And the question was just simply, "Who is Luke Skywalker?" And that made him want to do it. And so that's interesting to me because even though it's so simple, it has a huge realm of possibility of where they can go with it. I mean, because to me it's like, well, are they doing a backstory on him? Is it an origin story on Luke? Is it even really about Luke? Are they, like you guys said, are they going to pull an Obi-Wan where they kill him off and then it's not Luke's story anymore? It's Finn's story? I mean...
Well, they've already said that the characters, the old characters, are there as like support. It's like John Boyega and Daisy Ridley and all them. It's their movies.
Okay. So I mean, they really are. So honestly, Marcos, you might be right, man. They might kill off some of the major characters from before. I don't know. It's
you realize
characters,
outrage. You know.
What?
Speaking of characters, is it true? There was a rumor like a few months ago how Abrams was playing with the idea of making one of the characters LGBT, possibly. There's a rumor like a few months ago on that.
That's Arrow.
Okay, so wait, so that's Arrow. Okay.
That's Arrow. Captain. It's a new one coming. I can't remember.
Well, I was just reading on Aftermath. I was reading an interview with the author, and the author was saying something about the first openly gay character being introduced into the Star Wars universe. And I don't remember if it was in his book or if it was going to be in the movie, but I have heard that same rumor too.
Probably at some point. I mean, you know, since the times have changed, and you know, I think that it would kind of be a good thing to kind of have like something like that in there. But it's probably in the book though.
Yeah, I mean, but here's the thing: is it would definitely be cool to see that. I mean, because of how far society's come since the '70s of even the first movie being out. But the thing is it doesn't really matter in the universe. It's never really been about love triangles or love. Like, I mean, even Leia and Han, their love triangle was never like a full-blown love thing, you know? I mean, they kind of made it with Padme and Anakin, but if they do introduce a gay person, like, it's not going to be something crazy. I mean, at least that's my opinion. It's not going to be like a huge focal point.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. What do you think, Marius?
I mean, yeah, you're absolutely right. I agree on that. I think if they have a character like that, it'll probably be a supporting character, and it'll be just like a scene where like they mention it or something like that. I don't think it'll cause a whole downward effect on the plot of the film. But it reminded me back when they were casting for like the new trio, and the fact they cast Boyega.
John Boyega.
Yeah. People were kind of like shocked. He's African American, and so it kind of shows that times have changed. We have like an African American lead for the film.
Yeah, and he's amazing. I think he's going to do a great job.
Well, okay. So here's a question for you guys. So in the very first trailer, they gave you a shot of a few different people. and one of them being Daisy Ridley, the other John Boyega. Sorry, I'm butchering.
Boyega.
Boyega.
Yeah.
Okay. And him, and then also a guy in the X-wing.
That's Poe. That's
Oscar
Poe Dameron.
Isaac.
That's Poe Dameron.
It's who?
Poe Dameron.
I thought it was Oscar Isaac, isn't it? The guy in the X-wing.
Well, no,
Yeah.
it is Oscar Isaac, but his character is Poe Dameron.
Poe Dameron.
Oh, okay.
So my question.
That's Apocalypse, everybody. Let's
Yeah, it's true. That is true.
So my question is, I'm sorry. I'm still clinging to the hope that Han and Leia's kids are going to be in the film. A lot of people have said that Daisy Ridley and Oscar Wilde.
Isaac.
Oscar Isaac are Han and Leia's kids. What do you guys think about that? I think yes, but what do you guys think?
I think Oscar Isaac is actually the son of Diego Luna character in Star Wars Rogue One.
Ooh.
Okay.
Because it'd be a nice way to bridge the anthology films with the new trilogy.
It's true.
Yeah. Okay. See, and and that's the thing, man. Like, I keep clinging to the past. Like, I keep hoping that they're gonna and honestly, they're probably not gonna do that. I mean, for all we know, Han and Leia haven't had kids, or they only have one. It's hard not to let go of your roots, and that's what I'm hanging on to is my roots. I want the adventures that their kids had.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm hoping for, but I don't think it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
I mean, what do you think, Tyler? We heard Marcus's opinion. What do you think?
I mean, I think that maybe Daisy Ridley's character. I think there might be just one kid, and I think it might be her. So I mean, but then that speech that Luke gives in the trailer, that might be Luke's kid. You just don't know, and it's September, and I'm pissed off because it's 3 months away, and it's just. I can't take any more of this Force Friday crap. Just give me the damn movie. I don't want the toys, dude. I could care less about the damn toys until after. I'm gonna go to Target and buy a 5-foot fucking Stormtrooper. Yeah, after I'm see the movie.
Why just one? Why not three?
Well, and then I'm gonna put John Cena in the middle.
Exactly. There you go. You have a Star Wars WWE shrine.
Yeah, exactly. And then
villain for episode 9 is John Cena. John Cena's the villain for episode 9. Do it. Make it happen.
Hashtag John Cena for Star Wars.
Oh, that reminds me. Hey, Tyler, is Sheamus confirmed to be the body double for one of the villains?
Possibly.
Yeah, because apparently he does stunt work for big films on the side, and it was rumored that he would be a body double.
I wouldn't doubt it, to be honest.
Okay.
I really wouldn't doubt it. It would make sense, but.
Who would it be played though? My theory, I think a flashback of Darth Vader, or at least as a corpse of his.
He could. I mean, the thing is though is, well, if you talk about Rogue One for a quick second, Rogue One takes place when time Darth Vader's still alive, and hasn't died yet.
Oh, okay.
So Darth Vader's gonna have to be in that movie.
So you think Sheamus will play Darth Vader as a body in the physical form, right? It's not the voice, obviously.
I have no idea what they're gonna do. It's just gonna be. It's gonna be.
Because how many characters are there that are 7 feet tall in Star Wars? Not many.
Well, yeah, somebody would have to be able to have that height of Darth Vader. I mean, it's just.
Dude, I mean, these days though, they could digitally put him in. I mean, it's
true. Yeah.
I mean, not that we want that.
It's a weird having a pro wrestler play Darth Vader. Is that just the weirdest thing?
I don't know how I feel about that.
Oh my god.
And
Yeah,
John Cena as the main villain.
Yeah, I definitely don't think I'm.
Marcos, check the Mando Clan chat.
What'd you have here? Wow, that is terrible.
Hey, so for everyone that can
All the Stormtroopers are cloned from John Cena.
Oh man, yeah, I saw that. I was like, oh my god.
I'm done. I'm so done.
Oh my god.
Oh god, you're gonna kill me.
Okay.
But, yeah,
well,
yeah.
I think that wraps it up for us today. I know Marcos has to go back to work.
Yeah.
So thank you for everyone who's watching this and will watch this. You guys, it has been fun. Next month, we will confirm with you guys soon. We are going to be doing Rogue One as the main topic. This month was actually supposed to be Rogue One amidst everything else, but there was a lot of stuff. So next month, tune in to us for Rogue One, and you will see what we have in store for you. Any final questions, guys, or commentary?
I think it'll be good. We're looking forward to next month.
John Cena for episode 9. Let's make it happen. Somebody please Photoshop that.
I want him in episode 8.
No,
Brock Lesnar episode 9.
So hashtag John Cena for episode 9. I say episode 9 because at the very end, let's just make him Empire again, okay? Empire wins and it's John Cena.
He walks out.
Oh my god. Okay, well, again, thank you everyone for watching. You can catch the Mando Clan and the Game of Nerds at thegameofnerds.com. You can also catch us on the YouTube channel and Facebook.com, The Game of Nerds, and at Twitter at The Game of Nerds. And make sure you say The Game of Nerds, please. Again, this is Nico, Tyler, and Marcos, and we're signing off. Have a good day.
Yeah.
Take care, guys.